Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how we feeling tonight, man?
Pretty good. LeBron's still not in the playoffs, so everything's fine over here.
Isn't LeBron the only one out of like all, first team, second team, third team, all NBA? He's the only one that was named that didn't make the playoffs. Like everybody else was on a playoff team except for LeBron. He was the only one. Like they had to just shoehorn him in there. Like, oh, also LeBron, third team.
Oh, and I just enjoy hearing about everybody else in the NBA except for him, and then him trying to inject himself in the conversation with other news stories. It's good times. Good times.
He's always got to be in the news. Robert Taylor says, "Hi, Scott."
Hey, Robert.
Robert Taylor also says, "Hi, Drew." Let's see what Mookie's up to. Mookie, how are you feeling tonight, man?
Good.
Are you at the pound?
What?
What?
Are you doing the show live from the pound? I hear barking.
I'm gonna fucking kill that dog in a minute. I swear to God.
Oh, settle down, Mike Vick. Jeez.
Hey,
Bad news kennels,
dude. It's okay if it's your dog.
That's true. That's true.
God,
it's the same rule with kids, right? Like if it's your kids,
like if you threaten to kill them, you can
100%. Yeah, I mean, I found her just burying fucking sticks in the yard today, and I'm like, so you're trying to create more work for me when I got to mow later? Like you're like a fucking kid, except you're never gonna grow out of this, right? To just chuck her off the back.
Well, you're angry. Also, Kev pointing out, I'm pretty sure Vic owned those dogs, so I guess that doesn't really stand up as well as we thought it was. Matt Barr, LFG boys. Good to see you, Matt Barr.
Tiffies, bro.
And Robert Taylor also hit us with the "Let's go," but he did that 2 minutes before we went on the air, so I wasn't able to display it right away. Also hanging out the crushed fan, Cesar. Cesar, how you doing, man?
It was a bittersweet weekend, I guess you can say. Had a graduation. But fuck the graduation. Liverpool lost the fucking Premier League.
Yeah, they did.
It was a roller coaster of emotions, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
How mad were you? Take us through real quick the ups and downs of that game and how you're feeling when the final whistle blows and you realize they did not win the championship.
So the night before, my specific college had their graduation. So that night I went out. And I got fucking hammered, as I mean, y'all would expect.
Naturally.
So I wake up the next day, like 30 minutes after kickoff, and I'm like, oh fuck! And I had a bunch of friends in my hometown in my living room, and I was like, wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up! This is serious shit. Put on the fucking TV. Put on the Liverpool game. We're watching this now. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. We're watching this now. Go put on the red shirt now. So
did you make everybody sing "You'll Never Walk Alone with You"?
Yeah, just those 4 words. As long as they said those 4 words, they were allowed in the apartment. So, I see that Villa's 2-0. I see Villa's up 2-0, and I'm like, we're gonna fucking do it. It's coming home. It's coming home. And then fucking, then Skate City scores 3 goals in fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, they do.
What the actual fuck is that, bro? Like, this isn't fucking baseball. This isn't the NFL. Like, who the fuck scores 3 goals in 5 minutes?
Wait,
I gotta be honest.
Mike, I got this one. I got the answer.
Okay, go ahead, Drew.
Man City scores 3 goals.
Not just that. My friends are fucking shitheads. They're fucking assholes. They're fucking dicks. With red shirts on, mocking my face. Oh, Stevie G and Coutinho slipped again.
Sounds like good friends is what that sounds like.
They weren't wrong.
And Tyson with the perfect punctuation point on this one. More like liver poop. Am I right? Yes, Tyson.
I have a hat on my head.
First one of the night, everybody.
Are we cheapening it? Like for Tyson, really? Like I expect more of
that line.
No, that was solid.
So it was a solid number 2, is what you're saying.
Hey-o.
No runs in this one.
We got an awesome show tonight. We're going to talk a little basketball. We've got some football news, quite possibly the greatest touchdown celebration I've ever seen in my life. We'll drink a little bit more of Cesar's tears later on. We're going to do that hockey. And then if there's time, we're going to talk some Tim Anderson stuff. But Tyson, excited he finally got one. All right, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking first. Let me find that fire sexy music. We're going to get all up in your business here. That's the wrong one. Where's it?
Wow.
Got it. There it is. Scott, what's in your mug? And as always, would you bang it?
I find it interesting that you said we were going to talk Tim Anderson because I'm actually drinking Tim Anderson tonight by Josh Donaldson. It is Darkest Day by Loveland Ale Works. It is a chocolate coconut porter. And Loveland, they do these beers right. So yeah, I mean I'm gonna fuck it. It's got the cacao nibs.
Oh, gotta love some cacao.
Yeah, and the coconut. I mean it's chocolate, it's coconut, it's Tim Anderson, it's the Darkest Day. I'd fuck it.
All right, good deal. By the way, Kev chiming into the comments saying, also fuck Liverpool and their owner.
Yeah, fuck FSG. No, fuck FSG. Go Liverpool, Liverpool, fuck FSG.
Mookie, what are you drinking tonight? Would you bang it?
I'm just continuing to lap up the delicious, delicious tears of those Londoners. It's great. It's a good time. But in my mug tonight is actually Dark Star from Fremont Brewing. I've actually kind of been looking forward to this one, but I don't want to admit what it is because then I'll give you more ammo for your It's Always Stout season.
Hold on a second. We got Darkest Day, and yours is Dark what? Dark Star?
Dark Star, yeah.
This is Tim Anderson Beer Night.
I was gonna say,
Fill me in on the theme we were going with.
I didn't plan this.
Because you're just not plugged into the universe's energy, apparently, Mike. Because that's why, man. You either get it or you don't. And I got to tell you, I get it. This beer can get it. We're gonna lay it down. We'll just put it plainly.
All right, fair enough. Caesar, what do you got tonight, and would you bang it?
So I'm theme of green beers because the Celtics play today. I'm drinking Red Bud Cucumber Mocktail Sour Beer with cucumber and natural gin type flavors from Independence Brewery here in Austin, Texas.
That sounds absolutely terrible.
Red Bud.
I don't know what the fuck I'm drinking. I never know what I'm drinking, but for y'all, I'll taste all
The
this random
confused
shit.
look on your face as you read the description says everything you need to know about
How many
it.
times did you say the word cucumber as you were reading there? Because it felt like way more than there should have been.
Twice.
Yeah, that's two more than there should be when you're talking about that.
I don't know what a sour beer is, but like it tastes weird.
Yeah, so would you bang it?
Yes, I graduated reading like that. 3.8 GPA. I was just confused.
Caesar, read the comments again.
That's exactly what I said, Kev. He meant Scouser, not Londoners. But yeah, I wouldn't fuck it.
All right, would not bang it. All right, in the comment section, Robert Taylor, he said he thinks it's a repeat beer, but he's having Bottle Logic's Leche Mole, 10.6% ABV, Mexican mole-inspired, sweetened out with lactose, cacao nibs, and Anaheim and Ancho chilies. I do think that's a repeat. I believe I've been afraid of that one before. Been afraid of reading that one before. Whitey is drinking up a fine chicken cock tonight. That's a really good bourbon. Chicken cock bourbon is delicious.
That's a real thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a real thing, and it's good. Tonight, I went with Spice Trade Brewing. So, Scott, do you remember when we did the hashtag PSL, the pumpkin spice latte beers?
Of course.
Well, Spice Trade also made a hashtag GBL gingerbread latte. It's got coffee flavor and gingerbread and vanilla and all the good stuff. And I would prematurely shoot it on this one's thoughts. It is amazing. It is such a good beer. Woo-wee. Woo. Yeah, this one, I'm barely getting it out of the sheath. That's what's happening here tonight.
Wow. So
Prematurely
usual.
shoot it on one's thighs. That's a hell of a beer.
It's hard to build off that. I'll just say that right now.
Oh, man.
Let us know in the comments what you're drinking and whether or not you would bang it. Yes, Robert. So I'm sorry. It's Mole. Yes, I think you made that same correction the last time too. I totally
Fucking gringo.
Mole.
So apparently Kevin knows geography or thinks he knows geography.
Kevin's drinking water.
Okay, who cares? I was trying to talk shit about Burnley, who I thought were in London, but no, they're in Lancashire.
Yep.
My favorite part though is their Wikipedia page has already been updated to say that they play in the championship. And looking at the revision history, some asshole did it like right after the match finished. I love that petty. I just absolutely adore it.
Always the best. All right, listen,
Right.
Enough soccer talk. Let's talk some basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
I'm not going to talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot-around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like. It's what we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, you know. Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. Do you realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check? 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
Let's talk some football. All right, so there was a quarterback in the
Can you hit it again? We need a little bit more time, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Was that
okay.
the guy in The Last Dance?
Save the Last Dance?
Yeah, did
Was
that
it?
guy co-star in The Last Dance?
You talking about that Julia Stiles joint? Also, Cesar,
I'm picturing Steve Kerr and Save the Last Dance, just like. Yo, should we talk some football?
yeah.
I've been sitting on that one since we talked about how we're going to do that.
I knew you were way too agreeable on, hey, man, let's just play it and say nothing and move on and then act like that. I knew when you were like, yeah, we should totally do that you had something up your sleeve, you son of a bitch.
You're welcome.
All right, listen. Do you guys watch the Fan Control Football League? Does anybody pay attention to this football league? Because it's a thing that's still. I remember when it first happened.
Is this the one with T.O. and Johnny Manziel?
And Johnny Manziel, yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So T.O.'s been getting all the headlines because he's actually balling out in this league and like catching the ball and saying he can come back to the NFL. But there was a quarterback who apparently used to play for Memphis. He was behind Paxton Lynch. Like he's barely ever did anything good. He threw a touchdown in Fan Control Football League and then went over to the sideline and sparked a joint. Mid-game, just hit up a joint, took 2 puffs, and then handed it to somebody in the crowd. Is this the greatest touchdown celebration in the history of touchdown celebrations? Because I feel like nothing ever can top this. There's no way that you can top lighting up a joint, hitting it twice, and then handing it to a fan after throwing a touchdown. Can anybody come up with something that can top that?
Joe Horn poorly pulling out a cell phone from his sock or pants or whatever would like a word.
No, come on. Come on. Are you seriously going to put the cell phone celebration up against this? There's no way. That's insane.
No, hell no, because that was awful. Like, this is the greatest celebration of all time. Could you imagine if this happened in an NFL game? The world would burn.
Roger Goodell would lose his mind.
Even better if it was a white guy who did it. Like, oh my God.
Okay, let's double down on that, Scott. Who would be the best one to do it?
That's a good question.
Kittle. I'm going Kittle. I would, because Kittle just seems like the type that could get away with it if he were to do it.
I mean, San Fran is pretty friendly.
I don't want somebody who could get away with it. Like, yeah, that seems like a solid answer. You're like, Kittle's fun or whatever. I want somebody who's real straight-laced, who you wouldn't expect it from.
I got 2 for you, Scott. I got a
like,
current player
who the NFL would just like explode from it happening.
Zach Wilson.
Ooh. Zach Wilson's a pretty solid answer. I don't know if enough people know who Zach Wilson is, though, like outside of New York.
But then they will, though. That's exactly why he should do it, right? You know, get his name out there.
Matt Barr says Joey B doing it would be awesome.
No. Joey would need to do a fat ass fucking stogie.
Joey's got his black card though, so I don't know if that's I don't know if that works either. Like, I need somebody just whiter than white to do it.
Deshaun Watson.
Nope, muted. We're just get out of here. Put his ass in timeout for that shit. You kidding me?
The timing of whiter than white and then him dropping Deshaun Watson was
it was even better than deadpan. Deshaun Watson.
Fuck Deshaun Watson. Pass. I got the all-time right answer for you here.
Cooper Kupp.
Never mind. Nope. Yeah, that's a good nominee, Scott. Yeah, that's all right.
No, Drew. Now I got to know, who are you gonna say?
Cooper Manning.
Wait, hold on. We're whiter than white. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson would be a solid answer for this too.
Scott, if you make me shoot stout through my nose, I'm gonna fucking kill you, just like my dog.
Welcoming himself to Denver, just pulls out a spliff right there.
That's so
Mr.
hard.
Unlimited.
Yes,
God.
there it is. Yes,
Scott. Robert said Kittle would have to be on the field to do it. So there's a little thing. Hey,
Robert wants me to get upset, and I'm not going to play into his hand.
Drew, shout out to your dad. Your dad's team took 3rd place in a charity golf outing today.
I mean, it was his team plus 3 other teams of old scientists. So good for you, Pa.
Hey.
Avs just scored a goal.
Matt Ryan. Answer. Yeah,
Matt Ryan's a great answer for this one.
If he did that in Indy, they would throw his ass in jail. Like, they don't fuck around with that down there.
What if Brady did it? Because that's like that. I think could be the one that blows up the NFL. Because he can never get in trouble. Brady can't get in trouble. They love him. They love him too much. He's a god to everybody. That would blow it up.
Brady's just out there doing too much weird random shit. Like he's already having himself a good time with the bro whatever dude sports bro guys that video their shit. You know what I'm talking about.
Also, if Matt
Those
Ryan did it, Jim Irsay would be like, "Hey," like right there next to him, like, "What's up? Pass that shit, Matty."
You want to do some pills?
I was gonna say,
I didn't know Matty Ice meant that type of ice. Let's go.
I was gonna say he'd get disappointed and for oh wait, it's just weed? Like there's no angel dust in that? Fuck you out of here.
All right, I think we've got it. So did you guys hear the NFL is looking to kill in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah,
But Cesar's drinking blue stuff now. Are you drinking hypnotic?
No, so again, my friends came down. I mean, came up for graduation. So there's kind of like
Your
a bunch
friends
of
went
random
down on you?
Came out?
No.
Why is it strobing in the background too? Like, what the hell is going on?
It's a basketball game.
Like, all right, you're drinking. You've got a strobe light in the background. You're drinking.
No, I don't have a strobe light. It's just a TV because of the Celtics game.
Oh,
But
you're drinking blue stuff. It's strobing.
No, so
out.
my friends left a bunch of alcohol in my refrigerator because they came up from a graduation. So my friend bought a 6-pack of these, whatever the fuck this is.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, but it's like a Four Local version of it, I guess.
What? Oh boy.
Wait
And
a
it says
second. Mad Dog 2020 has gone beyond like the normal disgusting.
Yeah,
Mad
it
Dog
says sharing is
2020?
key. Grab 2 glass. Why am I reading it from the fucking screen? Sharing is key. Grab 2 glasses of ice, pour and pass one to a friend. Cheers. So that's what I did.
I also am confused. You come in here with something that says cucumber 42 times when you had a Mad Dog Bluebeard just sitting there. Like, why didn't you?
Blue raspberry, 12% alcohol. It's craft brewed sports. I was gonna start with the craft beer. I gotta stay true.
Whoa,
to the
what are you
theme,
trying to
at
say
least.
about Mad Dog, man?
That's not
Mad Dog
craft.
is very craft. That's
Yeah.
the
Okay,
choicest
craft for
materials.
like
that go
cousin
into-
fuckers in Tennessee.
These fuckers in Tennessee.
I said cousin fuckers, but
Hey, as long as it's consensual, all right? Just chill
Clarify.
out.
I said.
the
cousin.
strobe lights from my TV.
Okay, cool.
All right, man. Cool. Tyson just
Pennies.
I didn't get any pennies this weekend. My shit got put through a fucking washing machine, which was fun.
Why is shit always happening with your shit? You're always losing
No,
shit,
not my
locking shit in
like
places.
My shit, like
Your
My-
dick got put in a washing machine?
yeah, I got put through a washing machine as a celebratory congratulations for graduating.
But the
I don't
rest
know
of
what
you
that
wasn't
means.
put
Can the
through a
kids
wash.
explain
Is that okay? I was glad because I didn't want to be the old guy that's like, wait, what's that mean? I don't understand.
So how do I preface this without being too explicit?
Nope,
Oh,
just
yeah,
go for
now-
it, bro. Don't even worry
Yeah,
about it.
now he's worried about it. He says cousin fuckers 2 seconds
Yeah.
ago, and now he's worried about being explicit.
I'm the intern, Cesar. That's the new guy. I've been
Actually,
here
are
for a
you
good
though?
couple
Because
months.
didn't you graduate? So like, you're just
It's
a
'cause
dude
I'm
wasting
finishing
time.
this. I'm finishing the summer, but
The
I got walked
graduate,
already.
the graduate Caesar.
Who has
this-
DUI powers, folks? Don't you worry.
one of my friends came up and, well, oh my God, congratulations. That's so crazy. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking wild. I can't believe I did it. And then one thing led to another, and
Oh, you're getting a little of that dome, then, huh?
that's what I meant by my shit got put through a washing
Washing
machine.
machine.
Because all the fucking water, and then the sound and
You mean
everything.
You mean the spit?
Give it to him. Give it to him, please. The sound effects alone earned it.
What they doing the Jordan commercial for Jeter? The hat shit. Green runs deep.
Caesar, you're never leaving this show. I just want you to know. You're needed on this show. I don't give a shit what job opportunities you have. You're right here.
But you got to stay young and keep bringing us like the up and coming.
Yes.
To be
Criminality.
fair, my friends
What
don't know
the
what that
kids
means because I
doing.
said it to them once, and then they were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Just use your creativity. Like, it's not that hard." But then they're like, "No, you're just fucking weird." And I was like, "I guess." The sound effect is inspired from the Grapefruit Method video on YouTube.
That was a solid sound effect.
The
One more time with the
what?
sound effect.
How
Just
do
give
you
me the
do-
sound effect. One more
You've never
time.
seen that video, the Grapefruit Method?
I just wanted you to say the grapefruit method again.
No, one more time. Here, hit us with the washing machine. All right, what's it sound like?
I don't know if I can do that
Come
again.
on,
do it.
come
Come on, do it.
on.
Okay,
Clear
all right.
out. Clear
Wait,
out. Give 'em the soul of you.
before. my friends watched it because some of them want to watch it.
Said while I was
Pause.
watching this at work.
This isn't reflect
on you, Biscuit.
what I do, but
Wow. I feel like we should clip this and send it to his mom. Like, you should be proud of your boy.
That's the promo for this week's show. Just
yeah. Mike, you got to change the title. R.I.P. Probo my asshole. More like, I don't know, Cesar does the washing machine.
Oh God. What are we doing? Guys, what the hell are we doing here? What is happening? What is
talking sports and beer and other stuff?
Apparently.
A lot of other stuff. All right, let's shift gears from the NFL killing the Pro Bowl, since apparently that story is we can't top what just happened there. Did you guys? Okay, so let's talk about our good buddy Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin back in the news. So SEC. What was that face, Cesar?
I don't know what he did.
Lane Kiffin.
I don't know what he did. Okay.
He's the official head coach of this show, is what he did.
Right. He's the man. So you guys may have heard there's been some back and forth between Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban regarding NIL. They're not happy. Nick Saban says that Jimbo Fisher just paid for all his players. Jimbo Fisher came back at Nick Saban, really let loose on him, looked like a big crazy idiot. Lane Kiffin says that this model of college football is sustainable. I'm going to read you this quote that he said. He said, quote, "You have kids going to schools now, and some haven't even taken a visit. They signed because of their NILs. You've got to think that it's here to stay. To say that it's not sustainable, why? 10 years ago, no one would have said schools were going to pay coaches $10 million a year. Well, they do now. When people argue and say there's no way donors are going to come up with the money to pay players this much, wait, those are the same donors that pay $30 to $40 million to one coach when they fire him. But they're not going to raise $20 million a year for players. Yeah, they are. It just means they're not going to give it to other things on campus like facilities. If there's something big money people are motivated to do, they do." Lane Kiffin, the man. Mookie, I was like you. I hated Lane Kiffin because he was a USC coach. Since he left USC, Lane Kiffin has just proven time and time again that he is my dog. I love it. Everything he says, I'm just like, yes, Lane Kiffin gets it. He knows what he's talking about. All these people have been like, you can't sustain this. You got to put regulations, blah, blah, blah. Lane Kiffin's like, fuck it. Who cares? They're going to pay him anyways. Just pay him. Do it. I love it. Love it.
I need you to keep some hate in your heart for him because he was a USC Trojan, and that can never be forgiven.
He didn't even like being there.
I'm just saying, if you've got a foursome going on the golf course, Lane Kiffin's your alternate. He doesn't get the treatment of being in the top four, and occasionally you're going to invite a fourth that you're like, yeah, that dude's not going to come, but it'll be good for my cred with them. I'll invite them. They'll decline. We'll throw Lane in anyways. Like, he never gets top four friend status.
That's weird, because I think I'm inviting Lane first to every party I throw and then filling it out from there. Like, we got Lane. Okay, cool. Then anybody else who comes is a bonus.
Well,
okay, wait.
Hang on.
You get 5 college football coaches to come to your cookout.
Wait,
who are
football?
you bringing?
Can we expand beyond just football?
All right, let's just stick in college, though. 5 college coaches to come to your cookout. Let's go around the horn and see who everybody's bringing. Scott, who's number one? Your number one draft pick.
I mean, Lane Kiffin. Like, he's the party starter. Like, I'm having Lane there for sure.
That's a good choice. That's probably a solid number one pick. Mookie?
Number one right now, I think I would. Well, this is my barbecue, and
your barbecue, your cookout,
my rules and stuff.
Yes.
All right, cool. Damn, I don't know. That's tough. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna start with Gene Auriemma. I just want to hang out with that dude. I think he'd be a riot.
Cesar's face as that's your number one pick. One college coach.
Gino Auriemma.
Coach, you come up with Gino.
Somewhere Christian is like, that's right, motherfuckers.
Right. Well, he's probably not that adamant about it because, again, like he said, it's the women's team. But I'm building. Don't worry. You're all gonna fall into place. You'll see.
All right, Christian. Next, Cesar, who you got?
I'm drinking the head coach that had a beer cooler on the sideline, Mr. Sam Pittman, Arkansas head coach.
Sam Pittman. It's a solid choice. Mookie, I can't believe you didn't take this number one overall, Marcus Freeman. I am bringing Marcus 100%, and he's my first pick.
Fuck you, Biscuit. Let me say the joke.
He's young.
Like I said, I'm building to something. Okay. Everyone's going to have a role and they're going to have a spot. Urban, yeah. See, Biscuit gets it. Urban's going to bring the.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
actually, Cesar, can you just read that one out for us real quick?
The bitches. I'm not gonna pronounce it with the Z. That was like 2006.
All right, so we got Marcus Freeman. Scott, this is taking way too long. Mookie's dragging this out way too long.
Yeah.
Give us
Steve
the
Steve Sarkisian.
Fuck you!
He's bringing the shots. Steve's pouring the shot.
I mean, I'm having a party. If you're gonna have a party, you got to bring the alcoholic.
That's a good call. I was gonna go with next. I was gonna go with.
I'm getting the USC crew back together, baby.
You are apparently too. Shit, dude. Well, all right, fine then. In parlance with the times, I'm gonna pick Ed Orgeron because that dude knows fucking barbecue.
I'm gonna take Coach L.
Yeah, Coach L.
So we're not allowed to pick each other's, right? We're doing this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You gotta. They're off the board.
All right, Coach O. I should have been taking notes. I'm gonna forget who's been chosen. Okay. Cesar, go ahead. Who's your second?
Who's the
pick?
motherfucker with the brace that was cheating on his wife?
The Brave? Oh, Brace? Oh, fuck. What's his name?
Bobby
Petrino? Petrino?
Yeah, that guy can
whatever.
bring the bitches. That guy can bring the bitches, and no good party doesn't have someone crashing story. So, Bobby Petrino.
Someone crashing story. All right, man. If I can't go Coach O, because Coach O is a good pick, I'm going Mike Leach. Mike Leach is my second pick. That dude's gonna be crazy and weird, and it's gonna get awkward. So I got Marcus Freeman and Mike Leach now. Scott, who's your third pick?
He's going Petrino, so I'm going Patino. We're gonna be finger banging on the corner, baby.
Wait, you and Petrino gonna be finger banging?
Hey, he's gonna be finger banging someone.
Well, all right. And before Biscuit, someone sees it and scoops my pick, I'm gonna go with Deion Sanders next. He was gonna be my third
pick.
Deion gonna get us into places afterwards in the after hours. The places you want to be after a good barbecue day.
Okay, Cesar, who's your next pick?
Bob Huggins, another notorious.
Damn it! Wow. Damn it!
Wow.
That was my sleeper.
I'm building a fucking unit.
What a dynasty!
I had a unit of a team.
That is insane. Your party is gonna get wrecked, man.
By Petrino.
All right. Who do I go with next?
Nick, I got you. Because you're going with the Irish theme right now, right?
That's
no, I got
Marcus Freeman.
Marcus Freeman and Mike Leach. That's not really an Irish theme.
Well, but you're Irish, so that makes 2 out of 3.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going Lincoln Riley. I'm gonna take Lincoln Riley because he's if things get bad, he's just gonna dip out and leave and bail, and that would be awesome. Scott.
I'm bringing Sean Miller. We got to cover up things when shit goes sideways. I want to make sure the cover up's there, baby. So Sean Miller, you're coming to my party.
See, and Scott, I love that you say that because my next pick was the exact same. Because we all know that Mike Bray knows some of those mobster mafia lawyers.
Yeah.
So he gonna get our ass out of some shit.
You can't bring Mike Bray. He's going to make you just look at the transfer portal the whole time.
I'm okay with that because he's also going to be bringing some nice
portal.
whiskey. I bet. Bring me that scotch and we'll look at the transfer portal, Mike. I'm for it.
All right, Cesar, who's your next pick?
So, was Jim Tressel the coach that had the prostitutes and the strippers and the tattoos?
Whoa.
No,
allegedly.
Okay,
wait,
which for sure.
Which one? Because there were a couple too. Because didn't what's his name down in Louisville do that too?
Rick Pitino. Yeah, I don't like his name. Doesn't sound like his name isn't Drip. So I'm not gonna.
His name doesn't.
Isn't Drip.
His name doesn't sound cool. Oh, fuck it. We the wild card. Mike Gundy.
Mike Gundy.
Your foursome already needs a wild card. I feel like you've got 3 wild cards prior to Gundy.
Mike Gundy.
He wants someone on his team that can take care of his team because he's a man.
Yeah,
he needs that anchor.
The mullet.
All right, I need somebody who's going to be badass on the grill, somebody who's going to know exactly when that burger is done cooking, and nobody says this guy knows his way around a barbecue like Dana Holgerson from his Ed look, or what's the dude from Kingpin with the hair, Bill Murray's character. Anyways,
fuck yeah.
Dan, Mike Leach already got taken.
Charlie
Yeah,
Weiss?
Mike
and I'm
Leach.
not- wait, hold
I've
on
got
a
Mike
second.
Leach in mind.
But Charlie Weiss, I'm not inviting Weiss. He's gonna eat everything and
I was
drink
like, Charlie
everything.
Weiss. Who's
Like,
Charlie
nobody's
Weiss?
gonna get shit. No way.
Like, who was
All
your
right.
second pick? You had Freeman, Holgerson.
I had Freeman, Leach,
Okay, yeah,
Holgerson, and who else did I take?
I took
Are we on our fifth pick?
Yeah, we just did 3. So
Oh, okay, we're
You
3.
should,
yeah.
I was gonna say you should have your 4. This should be your
Yeah.
4th.
All right, here comes 4 then. Go ahead, Scott. Who's your 4th?
No, I said 4th because I had Miller was my
Yeah.
4th. I had Miller. I had Lane. I was gonna say I had Sarkisian.
Oh, I had Riley too. I had Lincoln Riley. That was
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
one.
we're
Anyways,
four, so
so
there-
4th
there
is
it is.
Dana Holgerson. All right.
and there's
I'm
no
not-
way.
I'm
short. I only
There's
got
no
3.
way. There's no way I'm
Big
not. bringing
Earn. Thank you, Robert Taylor. That's what I was trying. God, I could not come up with the
I
thing.
won this shit without a doubt.
I'm not having a party without my man Khakis there. He's got to come. Who's got it better than us? Not a goddamn body.
That's
Wow.
a good one. All right, Mookie, are you taking notes? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I'm trying to jot these down because this is some fucking solid shit. I got Cesar as Mike Gundy, and then there were some other alcoholics. I forget who exactly.
Gundy, Huggins, Pittman.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, you're missing
Um,
one on Scott because you got Kiffin, Sark, Sean Miller, Harbaugh,
Patino.
and Patino. There you go.
Oh.
I got you.
There you go. All right, perfect. And then yeah, Mike's got. All right, so I guess shit. I'm all backwards now, but because see, the whole thing I was gonna go for is I was gonna start off with Brian Kelly and then just pick the Notre Dame coaches, and we'd all just spend the whole barbecue kicking him in the nuts. And then I thought about it more, and I was like, well, that's kind of a waste of a pick, though. Like we could do
Fuck.
better than that. So I
The group
pivoted
decided
to
to
Gene
hate what I
Auriemma.
did better than those three.
But fuck, who was it? My 4th pick was gonna be shit, man. I don't know. I'm all out
This
of
is your
sorts here.
5th pick.
Gino's gonna
What
come to party
was my 4th
10.
pick? I had Gino, I had Coach O, and Deion Sanders.
You're taking notes on everybody else's picks except for your own.
I'm just
I
trying to-
forgot my 4th pick or my 3rd pick.
I'm trying to just write down what I remember, man, and I don't remember
Wait,
my
Cesar
shit.
doesn't know his 4th pick either.
I have Gundy, Pittman, and Huggins, and I forgot who I put.
Petrino.
Oh shit, that's
Petrino,
right.
Jesus.
Yeah, so the crasher.
The
That-
Crasher. Wow.
So how do we not know, Mookie? How do you not know your 4th? Gino, Ed,
Well, and
Deion Sanders.
I know my 5th, but I don't
You
want to.
stole. Hang on, let me go back through the comments because you just stole stuff.
Oh
from
yeah,
the-
and you had
Yeah, you
you had
took
Coach
over.
O.
Put that
Yeah.
He's got that in there.
Oh, he's got that in there. Okay.
Gino, Coach O, Dion. I don't know who your 4th one was, man. We'll have to go.
I don't think
back
I
and
had
figure
one.
this out later. You did pick one because everybody else has 4. You're,
We have
and you
4.
went,
I mean, you probably just skip me. Let's be
Okay,
honest
pick
here.
the 4th one then.
I'm trying to stall for fucking time, man. I can't think of one right now. I'm choking.
This is the worst vamping ever.
this really is.
You know what? No one actually took Herb, so I'll take Urban Meyer. Fuck, if he's still on the market, I'll.
That
take
was your
Urban
second
Meyer.
pick.
Yeah, I think it was your second.
I was
pick.
just gonna say you did take Urban Meyer.
You asshole. That's see. All right, I get credit for at least helping him remember.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so who's your 5th?
Well, I'll
Oh,
come back
taking
to
a
my
fifth?
4th because. Oh, you know what? Can I just
It's
have
your
Charlie
turn
Days?
for the 5th. It's your turn to pick the 5th one.
Oh,
Scott already has his 5.
Billy O'Connor.
I don't know who that is. Caesar, go.
Fucking. Why am I forgetting his name? Cristobal. He looks like he does coke.
He definitely
Archie
looks
Miller?
like he does coke. I'm gonna pick for my 5th. I'm gonna pick James Franklin, but not the actual James Franklin. I want Keegan Michael Key playing James Franklin so that he could just come and do his impression the whole time.
Oh, I got my 4th.
You already get.
I didn't pick a 4th. I'm telling you, review the tapes.
You did pick a 4th. You picked
Who?
2nd. You didn't. We didn't skip you. You're not changing it to Saban.
You're like the Vikings of this draft. You don't know when you're on the clock.
they
You
still
don't
got to
know when
take the
make the
pick.
pick. Like, what the hell is
I'm telling you,
happening?
we're going to review this footage, and I will be acquitted.
All right,
You
here
took
we go.
Gino Auriemma first. Like, get out of
That
here.
was such a
Bro,
flop.
I'm building a program here. And also, by the way, Billy O'Connor, he is the victorious Xavier men's baseball coach. Like, get it together, guys. Jesus. Know your squad.
All right, so I got to go back through some of these comments because there has been so many of them, but I cannot, I could not keep up. Kev says that Nick Saban is a slept-on pick. He'll judge you, but you got to have a DD, and that's a good point.
No, because if we get everybody in one big room of all these picks, Gino Auriemma is definitely the DD. Like, there's no way. Like, first overall pick is the one that's driving everybody around.
So Drew is trying to change his urban pick to Nick Saban. So Drew now has a party with Gino Auriemma and Nick Saban at it, and he's trying to just rely on Dion to bring up the street cred. He wants Coach Prime to bring up the street cred from his 2 OWGs.
So you guys, you're looking at this wrong. You're planning a barbecue. Like, this is a day-long event, and you need different people in your crew for different phases of the party. Like, you got to plan ahead. And so Gundy is there, Gundy. Bray is there.
Mike Bray,
that's who it was. It was Mike Bray. Right. I feel a lot better now. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. So Gino starts out the party and he has a good time. You know, he comes in, stacked with cash, bringing all the good catering and whatnot, helps the party kick off to, get really rolling.
I feel like this is going to turn into an Italian barbecue real quick with Gino and Mike Bray.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, shit has to happen.
I'm
Coach O
disappointed.
shows up in the afternoon, and then Dion takes you out late at night, and you call Bray at like 4 a.m. to get bailed out of jail.
I like my 5, but I'm disappointed because there's not a single black person to cook. So
I can't believe you.
I know. I really.
The 2 non-white guys on the show, neither one of you picked a black guy. I'm blown away by this.
Yeah.
Well, at least Cesar picked Cristobal, so he does have some flavor in his barbecue.
I thought about taking Charlie Strong because he always gets kicked out of the party, but I couldn't go there.
Jared said Cristobal from the U because he's bringing that South Beach meathead energy. Biscuit said Dabo Sweeney just because it would piss Saban off that he was invited over him.
That would be great.
That's amazing. Kevin said Price got hired after a season and was fired before spring practice for using his university credit card on strippers. That's some Jerry Springer shit when he used the check for hookers.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
If we had a 5th, I would have taken Brian Harsin. Did you see his assistant? I need her in my cookout.
Oh, there's some gold in these comments, man. All right, so let's see. Dan with a great honorable mention. Jawan, that's a good choice. No one trying to roll up on us, get that afterwards for thinking about it. That's a fantastic point.
He's a piece of shit, Michigan man.
Mike Price. Kevin says Mike Price and the strippers on the university card. Sorry, man, we missed it. So his top 5. Saban and Jimbo so they can fight and fuck and get it out of the way. Lane to make jokes, Sark to drink with, and Mike Price to bring /
Who was that asshole from Ohio State that got bounced? The one that abused his wife or whatever?
Oh, the wide receivers coach.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Day.
I can't think of his name. I know
I can't think of it. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, just so everybody can beat the shit out of him. Yeah.
Matt Barr's 5 was Lane Kiffin, Mike Leach, Jim Harbaugh, Coach O, and then Bill Sweeney just to tell him to get the fuck out. All right, let's recap our 5 here. We're going to need people to decide whose cookout is the best. So Scott has Lane Kiffin, Sark, Sean Miller, Patino, and Harbaugh. That's a tough list to beat right there. That's really tough. I got Marcus Freeman, Mike Leach, Dana Holgerson, Lincoln Riley, and James Franklin. I think you got me, Scott, head to head. I'm pretty sure you got me beat. Drew, Gino Auriemma, Ed Orgeron, Deion Sanders, Mike Bray, and Billy O'Connor.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed that you wasted Deion Sanders in your
I know.
Like he could have gone to such a better team. You are ruining him.
I don't think you understand. I got an all-star superstar and a bunch of role players to
you have
support him.
You have a performer and a bunch of chaperones.
Basically, like, what more do you need?
Cesar's got Mike Gundy, Bobby Petrino, Huggins, Coach Pittman, and Mario Cristobal.
That's solid.
Dude, you couldn't keep those 5 people in the same room for more than 10 minutes. Like, you're going to be chasing your cats in so many different directions.
10 minutes ever.
The greatest 10 minutes?
The Snapchat videos the next day of beer all over the place, Pursuit of Happiness in the background, Huggins just tossing beers,
The
Pittman chugging all of
Snapchats
them.
from
It'd
Huggins.
be crazy.
Can
It'd
you
be a
imagine Bob
movie.
Huggins Snapchatting? I just want
No,
you to stop.
I'd be the
and
one
think about
recording.
that.
Remember, I'm the youngest one of 5, and I'm cooking too, so I'm just watching everything go down. It'd be
I'm just
beautiful.
telling you, dude. Like Mike Gundy would be there. Paterno would walk in and see him and be like, "Oh fuck that!" Turn around and walk back out.
But Gundy, Petrino with girls. We're forgetting the girls.
No, he would take him with him because he's like, "I'm gonna hang around with that fucker."
Daniel pointing out that Cristobal is a sleeper for sure. That is definitely a sleeper pick. All right, let us know in the comments who wins that. Who's got the best barbecue? It's Scott. Scott wins. I hate to say it, but he totally wins
does.
this one.
Wins for being a turncoat, I guess.
Not bad for completely off the top of the head.
Yeah, I like
unprompted,
this. This was a good exercise. Even if
except for when you
Mookie's
guys try to
barbecue
skip
with
me.
Gino Auriemma the second overall pick.
Drew, I love you, but
Number
that was a
2
mess.
overall.
That was a mess.
Mookie taking Gino was the Patriots taking that FCS dude in the
Oh,
first
Chattanooga?
round. What the fuck was that?
Y'all laugh, but just wait until he's in the Pro Bowl next year.
Did this motherfucker just take Gino number 2 overall?
I
Okay.
would have never thought of Gino for a cookout.
I had him at 193. Ah, good.
Dude, you think Gino
Roy Williams wasn't available.
You think Gino Auriemma ain't eating well? Like God, I bet you that guy just slathers himself.
Gino
50
Auriemma
pounds,
does not
$50
seem
steaks.
like a fun person to hang out
I
with at a
should have
barbecue
taken
at
Tom
all.
Herman.
Yeah, Tom Herman. No,
We
you
would have
can't
all
take
been
Tom
properly
Herman.
hydrated.
Yeah, he would just be yelling at you the whole time that you got to drink more water.
The only one from Mookie's that was missing was like Coach K. Coach K in there.
He's not coaching anymore. He retired. He's not
Fuckers.
eligible to be picked.
We're wearing the black jerseys. We're winning today.
There you go. Biscuit says
Woo,
Mark
2-0 abs, baby.
on the grill. All right, let's talk about former intern's favorite quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. I don't know if you guys saw this, but former intern Christian's favorite quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, had to walk back his comments very quickly. He hasn't talked to the media since he was asked about mentoring Malik Willis after the Titans went and drafted Malik. So he said, let's find the quote. His exact quote was, "I don't think that's my job to mentor him, but if he learns from me along the way, that's a great thing." That was his actual quote. Well, he hasn't talked to the media since. He talked to him this week, and he said, quote, "We're happy to have him in the room. I'm really kind of disappointed in how things got spun and twisted a little bit. I pride myself on being a great teammate, and I have my whole career." How the fuck did we twist your words, Ryan Tannehill? It was your exact words, and everybody was just like, "This is the thing Ryan Tannehill said." And he's like, "You see how they're twisting this shit around on me? These motherfuckers in the media, fake news, everybody. It's fake news."
I also like the correction weeks later. Like this was said weeks ago, and it's like, hold on a second, I didn't say that shit. Y'all are out to get me. Get the fuck out of here, Ryan Tannehill.
It's the classic, man, did you hear what he said? No, he didn't say that. Yeah, here's a video of him saying it. He didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
Mookie,
fuck that guy.
you think Tannehill's gonna mentor Malik Willis now? You think like now he's being forced to?
Dude, I feel the same way I felt
Vrabel
when
would
I
have been a
first
good
started
pick, guys. Oh, we stuck to college. Never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
I was thinking Vrabel would have been a good pick for the barbecue, but we were sticking to college.
I don't know.
This
He's
reminds me
little
of
too
this
intense.
reminds me of Isaiah Thomas when he got caught up back in his Knicks days when it was like, did you call when that woman was suing the Knicks and Isaiah Thomas got it and he's like, I didn't call her a bitch. I called her a black bitch.
Dude,
don't twist my words.
I would have actually had respect for Tannehill if he had gone up there and his told his PR people he was going to apologize, and they're just like, nah, fuck that, I'm doubling down. Like that, I would have respected.
It would have been amazing if he had gone up and was like, I apologize to absolutely no one.
The double check, that's what he wants.
Because like
Ryan Tannehill, but that's
who
the thing about
cares?
Tannehill. He's not that cool. He's not that
That's what
self-aware. He just sucks at everything.
Right. Like, why do you really want Tannehill to be mentoring your future franchise quarterback?
No,
like, I'd be like,
no.
great, y'all can just stay the fuck away, and well, Malik will put you back here, and I'll just let you watch and learn how he studies and go through the meetings, figure that shit out. And when he's on the field, just look at all the shit he does wrong and don't do that.
Kev saying my favorite take on that was talking about how Rodgers and Brady don't mentor guys like Tannehill is on the same level as them. Yeah, that's not a good comparison to be like, oh, well, Rodgers and Brady don't do it, so why would Ryan Tannehill? Because he's Ryan fucking Tannehill. He's got to prove his worth. Look, you're going to be a clipboard quarterback here in by week 8, so you might as well do what you can and get some love on the team.
Ooh, okay. All right, hold on real quick. Over under when Tannehill gets benched, over under week 6.5.
All right, here's the thing. I think Tannehill will be able to keep the job because
You see their schedule.
he's not needed that much. It's the Derrick Henry show. So he's hidden. Like, he doesn't have to be good. It's not until he plays the Bengals in the playoffs and throws 3 interceptions that he gets outed. But I think during the year he's going to be fine. I think they're going to try to keep him in.
Yeah, no, Mike's dead on. Like, he's going to keep his job because they're not going to ask. They don't ask him to do dick. Like, it's
Well,
like,
see, that's
hey, at this point, they're like, hey, stay upright. That's all we need you to do is stay upright.
You know what it is? Here's every practice. Derrick Henry looks at Ryan Tannehill like Spike in the Little Giants, and he's just like, put the ball here. Spike wants it here, and that's it. And Tannehill's like, yes, sir. And then Derrick Henry's like, you fat lineman, you rang.
See,
It's
that's exactly it, though, dude. Like, we saw Derrick Henry break down for the first time in his career last year. And dude's got some miles on those tires. So you're just assuming they're either A, going to have a full strength Derrick Henry, and B, run him the way they ran him last year and risk not having him for the playoffs when it counts.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Tennessee has one mode of getting where they need to be, and it's on Derrick Henry's back. If he gets hurt, they're just
Sure,
gonna.
so then
they're
why
just
not
gonna try to
let-
patch it together like they did before?
Why not let Malik have like 4 or 5 weeks of learning how to audible protections and change from handoff to the left to handoff to the right, and then put him in there and start the seasoning early. So if he has to throw a pass or two in the playoffs, he's got some snaps under his belt.
And again, you don't want Tannehill being the one coaching him on that. If he's got to throw 1 or 2 passes, you don't want him getting picked. So I'd argue that Ryan Tannehill's not the one to mentor him regardless.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
hey.
Did you hear that? You know what that means, everybody? Give it up for Joe Hall.
What up?
Oh, what's going on,
man?
guys?
My favorite walker.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired right now. Oh, God.
Why? What you been up to?
Walking.
Walking.
You in California yet?
I'm on my way back. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know you were walking
I-
back, Forrest.
I sent you the picture from the Golden Gate Bridge. You didn't see it? It was right before I jumped off of it.
Oh shit!
Should I really say that when I'm, you know what? That's probably the wrong thing to say, but it's already out there on the internet. So
That's
Joe.
okay. Nothing on the internet sticks around or gets saved. You're fine.
Where are
Yeah,
you at right
nothing.
now, man? You're in
I'm at,
Maryland, right? After we got off with you last week, the next day you made it into your second state, so you're now in Maryland. You've crossed the 100-mile mark on the walk. So how far into Maryland are you right now?
about a third of the way, like across the width of the state. I'm at a fire station now. They let me throw my tent up out back and everything. So
Nice.
that was cool.
Tent.
It was about 22 and a half miles today. And after the first 16, the rest of it was like uphill. So yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds awful, man.
I love how Mike asked Joe. He's like, Joe, where are you at? And so, by the way, Joe crossed into Maryland today, and he's now in his second state.
Yeah, but I meant like where in Maryland?
How are the crab cakes?
I was about to ask that.
I have I've not been as impressed with them as I thought I would.
Damn.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, like the very first place I stopped, it was on Saturday. It was like 100 degrees out, and I had like a 16-mile walk that day. And I was like, "Oh, look, this place has crab cakes. I'll take that." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
False advertising, Maryland.
Did they make you shit?
I mean, I do that enough.
How are you handling that on the walk, Joe? Are you just finding hotel lobbies to shit in, or are you just popping into the woods?
No, it's lobbies or like there's a million Royal Farms gas stations and Wawas around here that have facilitated my defecation and urination needs.
You said everybody's been sleeping on Wawas. You said East Coasters have been burying the lead with Wawas.
Man, like I remember somebody put a post up about them, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then like I went in one, and even Royal Farms out here is the same kind of way. Like, you know, Speedway just started getting those little things where you could like order like actual meals and stuff. And like these guys are pros, man. Like I had like 3 chicken sliders at 10 o'clock in the morning. But I was like, I got to get going. I was like, give me 3 chicken sliders with provolone and some barbecue. And this guy's like, you got it. And I'm like, all right.
That bar co-signing Wawa, and it's the shit.
Well, the best part is now you have, once you get through Maryland, you'll be able to look forward to Sheets, because that'll be like the Wawa Light. That's the next thing you got to look forward to.
I've heard about those. I've never been to one, so we'll just keep adding to it.
Sheets MTOs are the shit, man. Cesar, you were going to ask a question. You had a question for Joe.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the deodorant situation looking like, and if you're going to go through any states that had a Buc-ee's.
I don't know what's no Buc-ee's. I've heard of them. I don't know what states they're primarily.
Well, they're primarily in Texas, but they're like expanding. There's one I believe in Oklahoma, and then above Oklahoma.
As slow as I'm going at this pace, I'm actually probably not going to hit San Francisco anyway. I'm probably going to end up having to detour like on Route 66 and go southwest and probably end up in San Diego. So there's a very legitimate chance that I might run across the Buc-ee's at some point.
Please, it's massive. It's an experience.
What is the deodorant situation, Joe? How's that?
I mean, I don't smell myself other than like, you know, like my taint sweat. So I seem to be doing all right there.
Awesome.
After 20 plus miles of walking, though, the old undercarriage tends to have a little bit of an odor.
So what's your Vaseline situation like then?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there
like for walking or? I mean,
why can't it be for both at the same time, Joe? You stash them down in there,
honestly,
and you know if you got to throw that slider.
Knock on wood, I have had no chafing issues, which is surprising, being a fat ass.
That's awesome, man.
Chafing,
it is the devil, bro.
No chafing, but awful blisters on both pinky toes that actually were
finally healing.
Right?
Which are
They're healing good.
The left one, the one that I kept showing you guys wasn't. A nurse looked at it. At somebody that I stayed with, they had a nurse that lived across the street. And he was like, "Well, let's go over here and have her look." And she's like, "Yeah, that's infected. You should take a couple of days off." And I was like, "Ma'am, I don't think you know who you're talking to." So we went to. I had the guy that I stayed with. He took me up to REI, like 20 miles back the direction I just walked. I picked up a new set of shoes, some Ultras, which have like a super wide toe box. I cut the toes off my Hokas. You might be able to see them.
You got to have a wide toe box, man.
Yeah, once I cut those off, I looked at it and my pinky toes hang off the side. So like I've been like Chinese foot binding myself for like the first week and a half of this walk.
Dude, that's hot.
It's not hot when you're a almost 40-year-old man with hobbit feet.
Well, when you put it that way, Joe.
I look like I ate Samwise and I'm still trying to get to Mordor.
You sent us a video, Joe. You sent Scott and I a video of just howling. You were camping in like the woods and there was just a screeching howling sound.
Dude, not even in the woods. I was in an amphitheater in a park in Bel Air. No Will or Carlton that I could see last night. And because the police were like, you can sleep in the park or in the amphitheater if the weather gets bad. And I was like, I'll just camp under the amphitheater because it's got outlets so I can make sure the AirPods and the phone is charged up. And I'm like, yeah, about 3 o'clock. Like I was awake because I can't get shit for good sleep when I sleep outside. But so I happened to wake up and I'm sitting there. And then are you going to play the sound or?
Yeah, I'll play it. Here, I can play it.
It's a good podcasting right here.
Are you playing it?
It's it's quiet.
Is it being played?
It's being played.
You should play it harder.
I'm trying to play it harder.
Oh my God, is that a washing machine?
Wait, that sounds like...
It's hard to hear it. It's hard to hear the screaming coming through. But it's like a screaming. It's like a demon yelling off in the distance is what it is.
I know many demons and it doesn't sound like them.
I'm sitting there I sent that clip to like a couple of friends back home. And one guy was like, it sounds like a bobcat. And everybody else, he's like, no, that was a fox. And I was like, wait a minute. Are you telling me that those cute little bastards can make these demonic screams. And apparently that is a legitimate thing. I grew up in like rural Ohio, and I've never heard a fox until last night. And it didn't even freak me out. I just laid there like, you know what? If this is a demon, come at me, bro. You can't make me feel any worse.
That's terrifying, Joe. You're sitting there, and that is off in the distance, and you're just like, this was a good
And it's a residential area. It wasn't even like I was out in the middle of nowhere. It's like it was a nice town, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Joe, I gotta ask you a question. I'm very, very serious about this. It's not a
question
serious
from Mookie.
question,
Hang on,
but I'm
serious
gonna
question.
ask
Not a
you
real
a
question?
question seriously.
Real question from Mookie.
Here we go.
No, you're twisting my words. You're twisting
It's
my
not a
words.
real question.
Mookie
It's
has
not a real question,
for real.
but it's a
It's not a
question
real
we're
one.
gonna ask
It's
seriously.
a question, a non-serious, serious question.
Exactly. Do you think there is a coincidence between what you heard that night while you were trying to sleep and the fact that Stranger Things next season is coming out very shortly?
I don't know how close I am to Hawkins, but you might be onto something.
I'm just saying, man, like
Hadn't
shit's
considered
out there,
that.
bro.
Hadn't considered that, Mookie. Thank you for that serious, non-serious.
I just thought it was Doctor Strange and America Chavez opening another portal
was
to
a
another
great
world
movie.
right next to me.
Worst case
Whoa,
scenario.
spoiler alert, Joe.
I'm the only one who understands that reference, but thank you, Joe. I
Me
appreciate
too.
it.
Me too. Me too.
Damn,
Okay, all right.
dude.
Caesar's
Yeah,
on
me
it.
too.
All right,
Me
all
too.
right.
Me too.
As
Okay,
I-
first off, that is not a spoiler because they're both in the fucking trailer. And
Yup.
the title of the movie is Multiverse of Madness.
Whoa, spoiler alert. I didn't know that. I thought it was called Doctor Strange. I didn't realize
No,
there was...
that's what you have to do to yourself at night when the wife won't give you anything.
have to or get to.
Hang on, both of you earned it. Both of you earned it. And one for me.
Cesar, did you
Joe,
just have an
You've
attack?
met a lot of people. It seems like if you're following along on Joe's Instagram and TikTok, which you should be, all across the country, go find him on his social medias and follow along with his journey. It seems like you're meeting some really cool people that are going out of their way to help you out, man. Is that reassuring as you're like struggling through? I mean, like, let's face it, the first 100 miles were a fucking bitch for you, man. Like, that was a bitch. So, but you're meeting these cool people that are willing to help out. Like, that's gotta.
It was like going into Bel Air yesterday, and this was the weirdest thing. So it rained for like the first half of the day. Not like hard rain, but enough that it annoyed you. So I still had my poncho on. I had the stroller covered, and I see this car park on the other side of the road because I'm walking facing traffic. And like this chick gets out and she puts a small like cooler down with an umbrella on top of it and like points at it and then goes back to her car. So I'm like, okay, well, I push the stroller up. She got like 2 bottles of water and like a bunch of toiletries. So like I go over there and talk to her and we have like a 30-minute roadside conversation. And she's very, very what you would call hippie-ish. But she goes, oh, I used to live in a place in Ohio. And I was like, oh, cool, where at? And she was like, Yellow Springs.
Yeah, I knew it.
And I was like, I live 5 minutes from Yellow Springs. I was like, small world. But
Wait,
and then
As soon as you said hippie-ish in Ohio, it was like, yeah, that bitch was in Yellow
that
Springs.
part's a given. But yeah, like today there were a couple people that saw me at the gas station, saw the shirt, like gave me like, $10-15. One time this older guy come around the like went somewhere, grabbed some stuff, comes back, hands me like 2 bottles of water, $100 bill, and some like donut holes. And then this other girl, like 20 minutes later, this other girl in an SUV, she comes up and she's like, or she signals me over to the other side of the road. I'm like, yeah, I'll cross these 4 lanes of traffic. Fuck it. But she's like, I saw you walking. I figured you could, use something. So I got you like some snacks. So she like, give me a bag of popcorn, like a Gatorade, a water, some Reese cups. I'm like, people are awesome. I haven't run into any a-holes, except today on the walk today. I didn't watch the same old man in a green GMC because there weren't real wide shoulders on a lot of the roads I walked. And every time he passed me, he's like, yeah, like, why'd this guy walk in? I'm like, I don't know. Get out and do something. Let me take your truck.
Are these people that are helping you out? Do they think you're homeless, Joe? And then they realize like afterwards?
The hippie-ish lady, I told her, I was like, I want you to know that I'm not homeless. I was like, I just don't want you to give what you're giving to me if somebody else could use it. I'm not like as in need as it would appear by pushing a stroller with a bunch of stuff on it up the road.
But it's a new looking stroller because it's a new stroller, right? So
Well,
Right.
And this is what I'm kind of curious about, because you said like people are giving you money and they're buying you food and stuff. So I'm assuming this is after you talk to them and have a conversation. They know what you're doing. So this is just before.
Oh, some of the people like at the gas station, they'll see the shirt. And like one guy saw the shirt while I was eating earlier today. And he was like, man, he's like, his friend of mine, she did the Appalachian Trail. And I'm like, well, that's like 2,100 miles. But it's a lot better equipped than a cross-country walk, because they actually have like water stations and like little shelters set up along the Appalachian Trail. And then like another older lady was right next to it. And she's like, she heard me telling him what I was doing. She's like, oh, that is amazing. She's like, can I get a picture? I'm like, sure. And then some other random person like saw the shirt and she was like, here, it's all the cash I got. And it was like $12. I'm like, thank you.
See, that's what I find interesting, because it seems like people, once they know your story, are willing to help out more. Like if you were just a homeless guy walking along, they'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ.
He's just going to look with me. They're like, he's just going to spend it on milkshakes. He's not even going to use that for anything.
Joe, I just want to say, on your journey and in the area that you are specifically, I'm just glad that you are white.
If I went south to Baltimore, I'd be in trouble. But
I feel like these stories might be slightly different if you're a black guy in the same situation.
Why don't you try it then?
I'm good.
We wouldn't make it.
Can you imagine a black guy approaching the police and being like, "Can I camp in the woods tonight, motherfucker?" No, you can't. You're walking is what you can do.
I know they'd be like, we got a nice place for you.
I can't imagine a black guy approaching cops for anything without getting shot prior to getting any words out.
They're fixing wait, hang on.
Race card.
There it is.
It was missing from the show.
It was missing. We haven't gotten there yet. Joe, anything you want the people to know? We'll let you go. I know your 10 is pitched and you're ready to right? Rest of them too.
It always is. What?
What do you want people to know as we close out this week and come back next week?
Yeah.
Good.
Same thing as always. Visit the website all across the country if you haven't yet. Buy a T-shirt. Scott, Mookie, Cesar, all of you.
Okay, one.
I mean, to be fair, I'm still waiting on my Craft Brewed sports shirt to wear that Mike promised me I'd have to wear when I was on the road. And I looked in the mailbox every day until I left, and I never got there.
It's like the worst marketing ever.
Here's the
got
problem.
stuck in China.
I asked Christian to do that, so I apologize.
Are you serious?
You should have known better, motherfucker. Are you
You
serious?
ball on that shit. Wow.
I get it though, because like I asked my sister to take care of anybody that bought shirts, and like somebody bought a shirt like right before I left, and she still hasn't given it to him, and they live in the same town we live in. So it's like I get it.
It's so easy. I can do it anytime thing. And Joe, I'll promise you, I will as soon as I get paid. I'm out of my allowance. My wife won't give me more. So like that's like I get paid once a month kind of deal. So we're waiting for it to turn over. So yeah, last week same thing.
Have you tried going down on her?
For the washing machine.
Pennies. Washing machine.
We'll just say she's in a high stress period and wasn't very receptive to my washing machine suggestions. I do all the laundry for the most part, but she was like, "No, get the fuck off me. I got to finish these report cards."
Oh shit!
Like,
all right, Joe.
Yes. Can I buy the shirt now?
Man. We'll talk to you next week. All right, be safe.
Love you, Joe.
Don't let the foxes eat you or whatever.
What did the fox say?
Well, we figured it out.
Stay white.
What the fox says. Man, I'm already darker than you, Scott.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Stay white. Don't get any darker.
We got to make sure that next week when you come on, we get you like in a room or in the daylight, because I want to see the true, tan situation, because you may be outpacing Scott at this point. It looks close, but it might be the shadows.
I can
Next
imagine.
what I'll do Wednesdays is I'll try to get into hotels on Wednesdays. That way,
don't do that.
We can all agree
don't
on the fact that I've got a better tan than Scott.
No, we don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to Mookie. Just take a picture. We'll
My
put it
trip
up.
would I just have to navigate through the sundown towns or walk really fast through the sundown towns. It's okay.
I learned that was a thing last week. I didn't know what that was until you said, and I Googled it.
That's
Wow,
'cause
you're so white.
Mookie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's pretty
Mookie,
fucking
your,
white.
your privilege is showing. You
Yeah.
might want to cover that up.
Dude, I watched Undercover Brother like way back in the day, though. I thought like
All right, guys. I'm gonna eat
Joe,
back and then
love
We
you,
love you,
Joe.
man. We'll talk to you
safe,
next
Stay
week.
Joe.
safe,
buddy.
bud.
all right, we'll see you guys.
See you, man. Joe Hall across the country. Go support him. Goddamn Mookie.
You
What?
didn't know what sundown towns were? What?
fuck no.
Oh my god.
I grew up in the Yellowstone of Michigan. Like I was surrounded by hippies. We like
Let's talk some hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Scott, these playoffs are crazy, dog. It's wild.
Colorado's on their way, baby. 3-1. We'll wrap this shit up tonight.
What do you make of that situation in Colorado over the last week?
Doesn't matter. Just get the cup. Don't worry about anything else. Block out the haters. Block out the noise. Just get the cup.
I find
Wow.
that interesting that you would just say block out the haters, block out the noise. What about Nazem Kadri?
Sure.
Sure.
I
What
mean, how
about
do you feel about that? Like, what's your reaction to that whole situation?
As long as you score more goals than the other team, none of the other stuff matters.
So you don't find anything crazy about the St. Louis fans threatening his life and taunting him with racist slurs and the investigation that's going on. You don't have any reaction to that at all.
on
As
the
long as you score more goals.
two-year
I mean,
anniversary of George Floyd's passing, by the way.
It's St. Louis and Ferguson. I mean, do we need to tell you any more? Like, we know where St. Louis lies.
Wow.
Race card.
How much
I
of
don't
this
know if that's a real race card, but it felt like a race card. That was
How much of this, Scott, do you think is connected to what Kadri did? And is it the fact that he changed the series, or is it they were always this racist and just looking for an outlet?
St. Louis has always been this racist. Have we not been paying attention? Caesar's biting his glass.
he was head down, biting his glass uncomfortably at all of that, all of it.
Good job, Scott.
It's because like when Ferguson happened, I think I was like a freshman in high school or sophomore in high school. So on Twitter, there was this huge conspiracy theory that Disney Channel was playing all their old shows so the youth wouldn't be informed about Ferguson. So that's why it's like a weird little throwback.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was a thing?
Yeah, and the crazy part was they're kind of right, because when my friends and I turned on Disney Channel, it was the Proud Family, Lazy McGuire, all this shit that my cousins told me was from the early 2000s, and I was like 2. So like it made a lot of sense.
But like the Disney Channel would have spoken about Ferguson in their sitcoms of like
No, they're using it as a
pop
distraction.
stars going to
apparently.
regular schools.
They're using it as a distraction so we wouldn't watch the news. Like everyone that was in 14 to 16 would watch the
Oh.
news.
So like let's
And it
throw
works
Lizzie
'cause-
McGuire on. Everyone's gonna get their,
Disney's
14-year-old
like, don't pay attention
goes
to
back
Ferguson.
for Hillary
Watch
Duff.
Song of the South.
And the thing is, I had never seen Lizzie McGuire before, so I was like,
Dude.
"Oh fuck it, I'll watch Lizzie McGuire." And
She
she's
did
Have you ever
bad
seen?
as fuck?
Have you ever seen
Mhm.
Dumbo?
No,
Race card.
Dumbo before. I know he's got big ass ears, but I do
It's
too. Low-key.
Jim Crow, your favorite Dumbo character.
Look, I don't have big ears.
Wait, no, but hold on. This is a legitimate moment. Caesar, do you know?
Real
Do
question.
you know what I'm referencing with Dumbo? Have
The
you ever
movie,
seen?
Yeah,
Dumbo? Yeah, no. But have you ever seen Dumbo?
I saw like in second grade, like 20 minutes of it, then I stopped watching it.
Okay. After the show, I need you to Google Dumbo and race.
I'll do
And
that
just-
shit right now.
I was gonna say, I just need you to see
Let's
what.
give him the solo shot. I want the reaction as Caesar Googles Dumbo and Ray.
Oh wow.
Hey yo! Shout out Nems, but Disney's Dumbo, 9 crazy and scary and racist things you totally forgot about the original film. Number 1. Oh shit! The crows in Dumbo are hella racist.
Yeah. The lead crow is named Jim.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Number 2. There's a song in Dumbo that's very, very racist. Hike, 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 hike. We work all day. Oh shit! I'm not gonna read the rest of that.
Yeah.
Number 3. The beginning is scary for no reason. Cool.
There's a reason for that.
Dumbo's version of storks bringing babies makes you bond with your mother, a subject of chance, not DNA, choice, or even fate.
All right, we're stretching here. It's just super racist.
I was gonna say it's like it begins.
No, well, the first 3 were fucking wild.
Crows is where it is.
There's Chris. You dropped Dumbo knowledge tonight.
That's fucking insane. I knew Zootopia was kind of racist, but not Dumbo. Holy shit! I'm gonna watch Ratatouille to clear my mind.
Are we gonna wait?
Remember 22 Jump Street when Channing Tatum put things together regarding Jonah Hill fucking Ice Cube's daughter? That's Christian right now. He means Cesar, but yes, that's Cesar right now.
Yeah.
Robert, come on, man. It's been a couple weeks.
That's actually unintentional hilarious that he called him the white guy.
Exactly. That's fucked up, man.
Way to
Hashtag not so white 2022. That's fucked up.
Way to screw it up, Robert Taylor.
Shit. Scott, gotta know. We had a question from the crowd here. How do you feel about Jacob Trouba's hit on Max Domi? You think he deserves any supplemental discipline, or do you think it was legal?
Nope, Max deserved everything he got.
All
His
right,
name is
fair
Max
enough.
after all.
Tampa Bay swept the Panthers. Are they still the team to beat coming out of the East, or do you think the Rangers and Hurricanes have a chance to take that spot?
I told you at the beginning of these playoffs, Colorado over Tampa Bay for the finals.
Oh, all right.
Not okay. That is not okay.
That's hard to swallow. And then the last question that I got from an audience member tonight: can Connor McDavid single-handedly carry the Oilers to the Western Conference Finals?
No, because he would have done it by now if he could. Like the Oilers suck.
Do they?
Despite the talent of Connor McDavid, it doesn't matter. The Oilers are balls.
Well, don't you think the way they bounced back from that game-tying goal in the third period, that absolutely stellar display of hockey talent that tied the game for the Flames, don't you think that says something?
The Oilers haven't been relevant since Wayne Gretzky, so that's all I need to know about the Oilers.
That's a fact, no printer.
I mean, like, what are we talking about the Oilers for?
And let's face it, who cares if they make it to the Western Conference Finals? Scott, where's that cup coming back to?
It's coming back to the US of A, baby!
God, it better not.
What's going to happen if Tampa gets 3 in a row, Drew? How pissed are you going to be if Tampa
He's going to be so livid.
Scott, how pissed are you going to be that a warm climate gets 3 Stanley Cups in a row? How
at the cost of the Avalanche too.
But you know, I got to pick my battles though, because it's like, do I want a warm weather team to win it, or do I want a Canadian team to win it? I'd rather have the warm weather USA team win it than any Canadian team.
Well,
so
obviously that's the right answer. Obviously,
yeah, but not over Colorado. If they beat Colorado in the finals, that would suck.
Mookie, you got anything for Scott doing that hockey?
Man, I don't even care anymore. He's just being a dick.
What? I dropped Dumbo knowledge on you, and now you're getting mad at me?
You need to come correct about this Tampa Bay Lightning situation, man. Like, this is not good for the game.
The South in this segment. Come on, Mookie.
What does it have to do with hockey?
I don't know. Tampa Bay is pretty southern.
It's like too southern, though. It's like so southern. It's not even like part of the South.
Yeah, Florida's its own country.
What I still struggle with, though, Scott, is your hatred for the Oilers after the immense, just the outpouring of offensive talent they've shown throughout the course of the season, and more so the postseason. I mean, aren't you impressed with the hat tricks that are just winning games single-handedly?
Nah, I've never liked the Oilers jersey, so I've pretty much written them off every single time I can.
So even in a scenario where a player
Cesar just quit the show. Cesar literally just took off his headphones and
And said,
close
"Fuck
out
it."
of the show.
He probably lost the Celtics feed, and he had to reboot his router.
He took his headphones off and then logged out.
Bounced.
Is he that big of an Oilers fan that he's disappointed in what you're saying, Scott?
I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know that he knows.
I thought
the
he was a
Oilers
Stars fan.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he is. He wore one thing that time.
He wore one thing that time.
So
Did he have a Brett Hull jersey?
Scott, I still can't get over this though, man. Like it's a great story. A role player who's been through some really tough times recently explodes in the postseason to single-handedly win games for his squad, and you just don't give a fuck.
I don't, because it's a Canadian team with terrible jerseys. Like, what am I supposed to care about? Like,
Well, I don't know. I thought you would have supported Evander Kane through all his times of trials and
there's
tribulations.
no way that I'm ever going to support Evander Kane on a goddamn thing. I will also say the only good thing that the Oilers are doing right now is beating up on another Canadian team, like Canadian on Canadian crime. So make sure that it's like, well, you know what? One of these Canadian teams ain't going to win the cup. Works for me.
So what you're saying is, if Canadian on Canadian crime is okay, then
Nope. I can't find.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it quick enough. I was trying to get there quicker. I'm sorry, guys.
Interesting, Scott. Interesting. I would think you would stand behind some of these people, but hey, it's all right.
Scott,
What do you
thank
mean
for
these
doing-
people, motherfucker?
Exactly.
Damn it,
Race card.
son of a bitch. Let's talk some golf real quick.
Playing a game of whack fuck here.
Whack. Scott, PGA Championship.
Real quick though, I enjoy that Robert is broken up about the fact that he was racist there by calling Cesar Christian.
No,
on that.
Oh no! All right, wait.
He
so-
he wants to clarify, like, hold on,
shit.
For
I'm
like 30,
sorry
45
for
seconds.
calling him Christian on
Hold
accident.
on. I hate to say this, but I need to come to Robert's defense, because I think earlier in conversation I slipped one in and called Cesar Christian, and Robert posted a comment calling me out on it, to which I responded, "So what?" He responded, "The point still holds."
I didn't see that shit. What the fuck?
I was just gonna say, I totally
Well,
missed that exchange.
Yeah, I know.
This is the
So
Mookie round.
Andrew,
right
whatever
there.
your last name is, doesn't come out.
what?
That's fucked up, man.
He said that fucked up. Listen. Oh, and Cesar left again.
He's
Oh
gone
my
again.
God.
Oh,
my God.
he's back.
I had to go
right.
pee, and like I couldn't fit it in a can, so I dipped.
Hold on a Whoa, you couldn't fit what in a can?
Whoa.
You may not be able to fit it in a can, but could you fit it in a pool noodle?
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. Wait. I have so many questions. Number one, are you talking about
How dare
not being
you?
able to fit your dick in the can or the amount of
the stream.
Okay, the stream. Okay. Number two, how often have you pissed in a can during the show?
None.
No, I know that's bullshit. I'm calling.
No, I'm being
bullshit on that
I
because
promise.
you-
I promise.
Number three,
promise.
you
I'm an
have a
honest
glass
person.
right there. Why didn't you
I'm
just
not gonna
piss-
pee in my glass. My mom bought me this glass.
Do you not have a dishwasher?
offensive. I won't pee in this glass. My mom bought me this glass.
If I bought the glass, I'd pee in it. If I bought the glass, I'd pee in it. My mom bought me this glass. I can't
You know what? So,
disrespect her like
guys,
that.
just to clarify, we've established two things here. Very, very
straight
word.
on forward.
Sure, perfect.
Very,
Yeah,
very
that one.
word. Did you just?
I couldn't think of a
filibuster to
word.
land
I was gonna
word?
say concisely. It didn't seem to fit. But Christian,
Thank you,
fuck
Robert.
me,
Wash it.
asshole. That's Robert's fault. Caesar will
I
not.
just called him Christian. Hang on. Nope. You wearing this one, Mookie?
Race card.
Caesar won't rip a shirt that his dad wore / gave to him last week. You were ready to rip that over the Liverpool getting hype. You won't rip your dad's shirt, and you won't pee in your mom's cup. This is a man who respects his parents.
Divorced parents, baby. Let's fucking go.
I've never heard anybody rep that hard.
I
Ever.
mean, it made
Hold
me
on.
the
Give
mentally
him the air
disabled
horn.
person.
Moving on.
Boo.
That's
Should've got the
not
air
what you're
horn
looking
that
for,
one.
huh?
Yeah.
So
Wait,
Tiger
Mike,
Woods
hold on. I
pulled
got
out
it.
the
This is what
PGA
you wanted.
Championships this week.
The who?
Yeah. He was playing a game of whack fuck.
I
Tiger
played whack
shoot-
fuck last week.
What did he shoot? He shot a 79 in the third round and then withdrew. Like that was he was like,
Yep.
I can't do it. Look, Scott, you texted immediately after it happened. You were so done.
Fucking over Tiger, man. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about Tiger unless he's wearing a red shirt on Sunday. Like, not a single thing. I don't want to hear when he's in a tournament. I don't want to hear when he makes the cut on a Friday afternoon. I don't want to hear dick about Tiger except for, hey, he's coming down the stretch on Sunday and he's got a chance to win. Every other Tiger mention needs to stay the fuck out of my lane. I don't give a shit about this dude no more.
Look, you can't. Tiger is showing you can't just show up for majors. Like, there's a reason why you play these other tournaments. And Tiger, like, everybody thought, well, if anybody could do it, Tiger could do it. But Tiger can't even do it. So you need, like, stop it, Tiger. You got to go to Houston. You got to go to fucking the Waste Management Open. You got to go to all these other tournaments.
No, you always should play the Waste Management Open. Always. That is a great tournament. Highly agree.
Next year, Waste Management Open, Super Bowl, same weekend.
The Buick Classic.
Both of them in Arizona. That's going to be insane. That weekend is going to be nuts.
I get what you're saying, Mike, but is it maybe more that Tiger showing you can't get into a 3 times over rollover accident while going 45 on a surface street, shatter your entire right leg and have it reconstructed and then expect to win a major tournament 8 months later?
Yeah, okay.
Is that maybe more what he's showing?
Sure, maybe you could go that route, but also you got to play the other tournaments. You can't just show up for the majors. That's
I mean,
we're running out of
Chris
time.
Gets me.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, like,
why
everybody...
are you, Mookie? Don't just respond
well,
to the
because I'm trying not to press shit. You got
we've
really
done
mad
that
while
again.
you press all the buttons, so I'm not pressing any buttons.
Well, Chris is saying that Tiger's still barely walking and that if he was healthy, it'd be better. But I keep hearing that. Like, everybody keeps saying, well, he's hurt. Well, he's hurt. Well, then don't show up for the fucking games if you're not if you're not healthy. Like, what are we doing where it's just like you just want to hear your name, you just want to keep yourself relevant? Like, Tiger, heal up and then come play golf. Don't come out here and then halfway through throw up the I quit, I'm sucking ass, or oh shit, my back hurts, I gotta go. Like, it's mighty convenient that he quits when he's out here sucking dick is all I'm saying. Like,
here's what we're doing when we show up at the majors when we can't even walk. This is all we're doing.
Sell out.
That's it, baby. That's it. It's all about that coin. It's all about that coin. Get your money.
He didn't get paid shit. He dropped out.
It don't matter. The sponsors want to see him out there. He's no good to the sponsors if he's not out there. If he's not there, if he's not at the tournament, the sponsors don't give a shit. Listen, real quick, baseball talk.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
I need an official ruling, Scott. I need to Mookie, we can't talk about this. Cesar, you're borderline. You're not allowed to talk about this. Really. Scott, the Tim Anderson thing, was that racist?
No.
Question mark?
Yeah. I'm going, no.
The floor recognizes Cesar.
Cesar, go ahead.
As a lowly level intern and who's someone that doesn't watch baseball because it's fucking boring.
Yep.
What exactly did the fucking white guy say?
Well,
that's what I want to know
too. The problem is this story has changed. Josh Donaldson says, hey, it was an inside joke. We've joked about it before. Now Tim Anderson's saying, nah, we never joked about that shit. I told him to go fuck himself if he ever said it again. Like, I don't even know what the truth is.
It's very much Will Smith, Chris Rock.
It's muddied water. It's muddied water right now.
He called him Jackie, and I still maintain that if Donaldson would have just said, I was calling him Jackie Bradley Jr., like, if he would have said that, it would have been more disrespectful, but hey, it wouldn't have been racist. Like, I don't know. This is the most ridiculous situation that baseball has, like, faced on a race relations thing in a while. It's dumb.
Yeah, I get you.
It's very dumb, but it's muddied. It's a very muddied water because you were right out in front at the beginning. And we're like, this isn't racist. This is bullshit. Like, you can't call yourself the next Jackie Robinson and get pissed when people say it. And then the more the story's changed and adjusted, that's why I wanted to clear out and just be like, Scott, what do I do with this? Because
and literally it's just like, I don't know. You're both idiots, and just leave it at that. Like, Donaldson got a 1-game suspension, and I think that's it. Like, we move on. Like, I don't want to hear about
appealing it. He appealed the suspension.
I do like that.
Why the fuck not?
Guys, real quick around the horn. Scott, real fast. We're running out of time. What were you drinking when you bang it?
Darkest day, Tim Anderson of beers. I'd fuck it.
Mookie, what were you drinking before or whatever cheap shit you're drinking now.
He's drinking Nooners. That's just not cheap. He's drinking Nooners.
This isn't cheap.
That's not cheap whatsoever.
What beer? Damn, we gotta go.
Dark Star Imperial Oatmeal Stout from Fremont Brewing. I still contend it's not always stout season, but I'll sleep with this beer any day of the week.
Cesar, how is that cucumber?
Red Bud, cucumber mocktail, sour beer with cucumber and natural gin flavors.
But you're drinking a mocktail. That's not even a fucking beer.
It says sour beer on it. I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't.
I don't drink beer. I was drinking gingerbread latte. #GBL. Yes, would totally bang this beer. It was delicious, guys. This was a damn fun show. The beginning gag started off a little weird, and we got into it. I'm glad we did. Good show, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Follow us on all the socials. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube. All kinds of good stuff there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Shout out Belly Up Sports. Love you guys. See ya.
Steve Kerr, better at threes or social commentary?
It's our city.
Prayers.